Yes. Wait, what does that mean? We'll do it live.
Oh, interesting.
Really? Going 80s.
Oh, that's right. You know how we like to do it.
Wait a
You
minute.
have problems, Chad.
You're doing Scottish accent with a German pop. What was she? Not even a pop star.
Isn't that Ace of Base? No, that wasn't Ace of Base.
Susan Vega, wasn't it? Vega?
Susan Vega.
That's probably was.
You're right.
My name is Luca. I
know
live
for a
on the
fact.
stairs below you or something. I can't
I
remember.
live on the second floor. Why
I
do
live
you
on the
sound like Dr. Evil?
Dr. Evil. I live
My name
in the
is
floors
Hello, my
below
name
you.
is Luca. I live in an underground lair.
Lair.
I don't think we can make Luca jokes.
Why not?
Why not? Oh, because of the
Oh,
child.
wow. Listen to the song after the show.
Oh. No.
Oh, is it? Okay. Well, that's now you've made it weird, Ken Paul.
Well, I'm just
Oh,
saying.
great.
Ken
Ken
we can't
always
sing-
makes it weird.
We can't sing Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head either.
Raindrops keep falling on my head.
I don't know. Listen to the song.
That's
That's
not
what
about
Ken
an
does.
abused child.
It
Never
might
gonna
be.
do.
No, listen to the song.
I've listened to it. Lots. It's about a
Apparently,
guy riding a girl on a bicycle and it rains. Saw the movie.
The movie was, name that movie, Chad. Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head. We covered this genre.
Oscar-winning song, I think.
Yep.
Greece.
All right, it's about time.
Greece?
What is that
make
not it?
Sweet
Is that not
Jesus,
Greece?
make it stop.
Look, we said.
It's time for Biscuits and Gravy, talk movies and other stuff. Starring Chad Fishburne as Biscuits and Anthony Russo as Gravy. Look at that mustache. We brought our friends along. Matt Troyer is our beer expert. And last but not least, the man, the myth, the legend, our fashionista, Ken Paul Smith. Ladies and gents, enjoy the show. And if you don't, you can suck it.
You can suck it. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It is Biscuits and Gravy. Talk movies and other random crap. We've got our Buddy Cop Movies edition with our special guests, Troyer and Hooch, which is one person, and Kenny Heat. That's right. Bring in the heat, Kenny Heat. And, of course, I am one of your hosts, Anthony Michael Russo. Hey, what's going on? And then we got Chad Fishburne. I was dressed up like a cop, and then magically I lost my glasses. I don't know what happened. So
But you
I'm a
kept
cop.
your
Now you're-
mustache. That's what's important.
Right now you're
Mustache.
dressed like a creeper, which
That's
is
it.
perfect.
Right. You got a good Chicago look going there.
Yep.
We're all
all
going
right.
to go after you. You're the one we're trying to catch.
Yep. Well, Chad, go ahead and tell us who you are, my friend, our lovely Biscuits.
Yes, my name is Chad Fishburne. I'm a comedian, host, and MC. For this show, you can call me Biscuits. I've known these guys for about a decade now, so we are here to entertain you. We are here to give you some cash money, because we're going to play some movie trivia, hook you up with some cash prizes, thanks to Be The Change. My outfit is what happens when men in black get old. I am the men in gray.
That was interesting right there. With that said, yeah, that is the host. I'm the other host, Anthony Michael Russo. I started a thing called Be The Change, which you're going to learn about more in the episode. Why? Because we give away $5 Venmos throughout the episode. Yeah. Chad has put together a list of buddy cop movie quotes that are going to be fantastic. And the first person put it in. So if you guys are watching on watch parties right now, make your way over to the main page, to the Work From Home Network TV page, and then we are going to be giving away free stuff. But let's also introduce our co-host, our beer expert, all the way from, nope, that's the alcoholic expert. No, you're the beer expert. I mean alcohol, not alcoholic. My bad. All right, here we go, Mr. Matt Troyer.
I've been working on this all day. The cop move where they take the glasses off.
Oh, yes.
Thank you. Yeah. So I think at one point, if Anthony can find his glasses, all four of us need to try that simultaneously. My name's Matt. I'm in Portland, Oregon, where it is suitably raining today. And I'm going to talk beer and movies with all of you. Welcome.
Fantastic. And, of course, we've got K. Smitty.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Hi, fellas. How are you? I'm good. Everything's going well here in Chicago. We haven't been one of the areas that's completely lost their mind and think it's okay to run back out and play with each other. So happy to see we're on the low end of ding-dong moves right now. But Doing well. Hope everybody out there is doing well as well. This is not a big deal. I'll get this out of the way. I went Nick Nolte 48 hours today. I've got the wrinkled blue shirt, sloppy sleeves, and an old brown sport coat. So I'm playing grumpy old Nick today.
Fantastic.
Sloppy sleeves.
The disheveled alcoholic cop. That's always a good thing. Yeah. Do you have any pants to go with it, or are you just in boxers right now, which would be a very Nick Nolte thing to do?
No, I'm actually panting it. I'm panting it. And here's your Matt Houston from 1988 opening credits. There it is.
Oh, boy. I blame you, Anthony. You knew that was going to happen.
That was a high-waisted look right there. That was interesting. That was super weird.
Back to the shirt for a second. Did a monkey own that shirt prior to you? Because those are the longest arms I've ever seen on a shirt.
Well, I got them pulled out so that they look like the sloppy sleeves. That's all.
He said pulling out and sloppy all in the same sentence.
All at the same time.
Oh, God.
Hold on. I don't know who knows Bill, but Bill asked if he's shocked that KP is still alive. Yeah.
Wow, that's messed up. That is so messed up.
I'm looking for that.
So
who's on?
Who's what? Oh, here's what we're gonna do.
I'm reading.
You got to be effing with me. Where the hell was it? Oh God! All right, gentlemen, we're about to start our buddy cop movie, so please get your sunglasses ready. 3, 2, 1. It's cop time.
Hey, you found yours. Good job.
I think we should do the full quad David Caruso, just like Matt suggested.
Yeah.
Chad's lenses are going to transition in. Hold on.
Oh,
mine.
All right, here's how we're going to do it. We're going to say something simple like this, like, do you think that she was the murderer, or do you think that she was our suspect?
God,
I can't do the sound effect. I can't do the song. Yeah, that was whatever.
The scream. All right. Well, I think
that's terrible.
Maybe we'll try it later. I think
yeah,
we should
maybe.
start the show.
All right, we got a new guest I see that's joining for the first time. Yeezy is what we call her. She's good friends with Kelly. Welcome to the show. She wanted a shout out, and that's all you get because I had a gut feeling she's going to struggle with the buddy cop movie trivia. But you can make fun of me and my mustache. Who's that? Frank the Tank.
He's back.
There it is.
To wreck it. He's back again.
Annette is not a fan of the mustache, apparently, or my perverted jokes. I don't know. We got a member of the Mormon Mafia in the house. All right, let's get the party started. Let's talk about what movies we have. Then we'll do our first set of two trivia contests, $5 Venmos to anybody that's watching and playing. So let's go with, let's show who we have. We've got the screen coming up right here. So this is what we came down to. And this is all mathematics, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize in advance if some of the movies didn't make it, but fact is, it happened. So what... that was super awkward and kind of fun that you have some cartoons in the background. Lethal Weapon is going against Last Boy Scout. Men in Black is going against Tango and Cash. Bad Boys going against 48 Hours. Rush Hour against Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. So that's what we got. First one, you guys can already start your voting if you'd like between Lethal Weapon and Last Boy Scout. Actually, will that confuse based on I don't know. Don't vote yet. Don't stop your voting. Don't actually do it. Wait for that one. I lied to everyone. I apologize. Wow. All right. Here's what we got. We're going to do our first quote. Chad, you ready? $5 Venmos. I'm going to throw this up there real quick. Play along. $5 Venmos from #BeTheChange. Michael Smith. Unfortunately, Beverly Hills Cop did not make it. All right. So
because it was a solo cop, not a buddy cop, I think.
Right.
Too many, like a whole department in him. It could have been in a camp,
I hear you.
We'll explain the buddy cops as we go and how we came to it as we have this episode go. All right. So quote number 1, Chad, you got it?
I got it, man. Let's do it.
First person put in the box.
You touch me again, I'll kill you. You like that?
I did.
I did a quick teaser. I did a quick flash on the screen.
Do
it again.
I think he's at. Stop teasing us, Anthony. God. I feel like Kelly right now.
What? I like that. I just heard what she said. Do we have any yet? Nope.
Hey, by the way, it was Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Raindrops keep falling on my head, Dad.
Yes.
I would have got
Good guess. Good guess. Look at the face.
Look at the face.
$5. First person to get it.
Oh, Frank says Kiss Kiss. Phil says Die Hard. These are both incorrect answers, ladies and gentlemen.
No, that is incorrect. I knew this was going to be a hard one.
Shall we give them the stars of the film as a hint?
Yeah, go ahead.
Right there.
Okay, so say his name.
No, it's over. Hold on. Wait.
What? Oh, Michael Smith. Good job.
Fantastic. All right. Michael Smith, you have won before, so I do have your Venmo. Got it. Michael Smith.
Oh, I like what Frank's doing there. He's saying Fifth Element. Guess what? That will make an appearance on Monday for our second edition of Sci-Fi Movie.
That is correct. All right, so here we go. We've got our, next, we're going to do back-to-back movies. So again, we've got one down, one Venmo, $5 Venmo from #BeTheChange down. We've got movie number 2. Chad, go ahead. I feel like you're going to add a voice to this one.
Which one do y'all take me, man?
That's good. I'm going to give you the full stage on that one. Go for it. One more time.
Damn! Which one do y'all kick me, man?
Another quick teaser.
That was great. Nice job, Chad.
Waiting for it. Who's going to have it first?
We got a 20-second delay. I'm typing in.
There's no way. Like that was. Yeah, we'll talk about it more after somebody gets it right. But this is one of my top buddy cop movies for a reason. That pairing is stellar.
There it is, Bill.
Bill
Lavassier.
Lavassier. All right, good job.
Nice, Billy.
Bill, I'm going to need you right underneath this. Sean, right behind. So close. Yeah, not quite there, Sean. You were right with it. So, Bill, I need you right now to really quick put your Venmo in the comment box so we can get it. Congratulations, Bill.
Bill's
our winner.
Porsche part.
Porsche part. What is he going to do? He's going to pay $5 to get into a parking lot and rip something off of a car.
He good prices on He rebuilds cars all the time. He's a talented man.
I got some love for Michael Smith on my Chris Tucker. I'll take it.
You did. So what were you going to say about Rush Hour, Chad? I know that's a special close to your heart.
Oh, it's super close to my heart. I actually ranked it el numero uno on my list. Anthony compiled all of our numbers. This is our new format for those of you tuning in for the first time since we went to a bracket style format. So yes, it's my number one because of the chemistry between Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan equals karate plus funny, and Chris Tucker just is amazingly funny, and their pairing is sensational. That's why it's my el numero uno.
Love it. All right, with that said, we've got our first 2 trivia. It's time to have our first round of contest right here in our, buddy cop films. So we've got first people, if you guys want to put in Lethal Weapon or Last Boy Scout is going to be the first one. It's an 8 versus 1. Put it in the comment box because you guys are the tiebreakers. Lethal Weapon versus Last Boy Scout.
That's tough. That's actually way tougher than it should be.
Really?
That's tough.
Yeah.
Okay, so Chad, we're going to let you go first. I'm going to go pull this from the screen. All right, go for it. Oop, yep, there we go. All right, go for it, Chad. What do you got?
It's super tough. You'd think that Lethal Weapon, because it is an established franchise, it's the one that you probably think of first, and I'm all right with that. It's a classic. It's amazing. But The Last Boy Scout, even though it's coming in kind of low on the depth chart here at number 8, it's way better than a number 8, man. That is a solid flick. It's one that didn't first come to mind, but when you go back, Damon Wayans, grew up watching him on In Living Color. Maybe my favorite character on the whole show. So he brings a lot of funny to it. And Bruce Willis is arguably one of the best action stars out there because he's the everyman. He's the everyman. It makes us feel like we could actually step into one of these roles. Probably not me. Maybe Anthony. He's a little more buff. But I might actually, I'm going to do it. Last Boy Scout. I'm voting for it.
Okay, so that's a surprise. So it's not going to be a shutout. I'm going to make it easy on this one. I'm going to go Lethal Weapon, Last Boy Scout, great movie. However, part of our formula, and this is where we got a little in between, there was the debate of humor mixed in with buddy cop. So some of the serious, and Last Boy Scout, of course, had it, but just based on the lines, I think Lethal Weapon is truly one of the best, not just of any series, not just of buddy cop movies. So we got 1-1 right now.
I'm with you.
I'll go next. Here's the thing. I like that these two are against each other. Shane Black wrote both films. Lethal Weapon launched his career and really launched buddy cop movies, in my opinion. And then Last Boy Scout ended buddy cop movies, kind of. It really was. That should have been a home run monster hit. It was Joel Silver produced, who was directing. Tony Scott directed. That movie should have been a sensation. It was not. I did enjoy it, but nowhere near as much as Lethal Weapon. I'm going with Frank, who called Last Boy Scout stale Samoa. Whatever the hell that means.
And before we get to KP, the other thing is, as we've talked about, when there's a series of movies, that can either help or hurt. So we're not just picking out like Lethal Weapon 1, Lethal Weapon 3. It's the series of movies, which I know will come into play with Men in Black later, which are space cops, if anybody's wondering, and also Bad Boys as well. So the whole series makes a difference. So with this said, it's 2-1 right now. KP, what do you got?
Because I have a suspicion we're going to lose this particular great movie, I'll throw out what I love about it. Last Boy Scout, just an incredible fun romp all over L.A. The classic conflict, and they just laid it all on him. The car that needs work, the dirty T-shirt, the best friend sleeping with the wife estranged, the daughter going through the grumpy hate dad period. Everything's there, and the motivation for him to clean up and become a better guy again.
Are you explaining Die Hard?
No, I'm explaining Last Boy Scout.
What was the line, the classic line? Oh, you accidentally slept, you tripped and your dick fell in my wife?
Fell in my wife? Yeah, I mean, it's just, they're all in there. And then still the class of having the best friend and your boss sleep with your wife, and still you give them the option, head or gut. What?
Nice. Yeah.
Head or gut. So, love it. No way in the world can it take down my number one, Lethal Weapon, that relationship. If there was only one movie, it would be Lethal Weapon, even if there wasn't a franchise. Those two are magic together. I mean, we can go on about that for hours. And great tidbit. It was such an impressive film for Gibson, who is not a classically trained actor. After rewatching the scene where he toys with the idea of swallowing the gun, it motivated a director to star him in a major piece of Shakespeare, Hamlet, after seeing that suicide struggle. So it put him on the mat for something he didn't even have training for. Lethal Weapons, my top. There it is.
All right, so Lethal Weapons moving on, which takes us to Men in Black against Tango and Cash. This is a hard one. Very, very hard one. So start your voting in the box. Men in Black versus Tango and Cash. I'm going to go ahead.
Vote.
Yeah.
I have a quick comment because it won't make sense later, since we were just talking about The Last Boy Scout, and we won't be anymore. In that movie, Damon Wayans, Matt made the point that may have ended buddy cop movies. How about when his son, Damon Wayans Jr., starred in Let's Be Cops with Jake Johnson? That was actually a really funny flick. It didn't make it on the top 8, but it is actually worth watching. It's very funny. It's the buddy cop movie, and you should check it out.
I will.
We had a couple comments for some people saying things were left off. First, Kelly had a question about End of Watch. End of Watch is a cop movie, which we'll probably do a different section on. We're trying to have more of, and there were buddies in it, but it was a little bit more somber and serious tone. Whereas some of the other ones had a little bit more humor. Like Other Guys was mentioned. Other Guys was in our top 11 or 12, but unfortunately it lost. It lost in the Sweet 16.
Casey Kilmer had Starsky and Hutch and Dragnet, which both made my list as well, but they didn't make the top 8.
Yep. Where did he go? I saw that. There it is.
Starsky with Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson. That was okay, but it's not a top 8 in my opinion. It's not bad.
No doubt.
No, the spoof kind of. I mean, the spoofs are great, but they just don't stick with you for True Love always.
Right.
True Love.
Different movie.
True Love.
We're seeing a pretty solid mix. We saw somebody saying both are trash, which the trash behind them is what makes them great. So it's like a league of their own. It's the hard that makes it great. And also things.
And that has some serious feelings on this topic.
Let's see. We're in anything but Men in Black, Tango, and Cash. Okay. 21 Jump Street was also close. I think that was number like 13 or 14. All right. So I'll go first. I'm going to wait. Did you already go? Did somebody already go?
No one's went.
No one's went. I'll make it easy. Tango and Cash was my first ever, one of my first ever, besides Terminator 2, R-rated movies that was just fantastically bad. And I still, if it's on now, it still works for me. There's nothing about it that seems any different. It's just as cheesy, but just as great at the same time. Men in Black as a series, there's some really good ones. Some of them started to trail off. The latest one makes it even worse. So I think the series in some ways hurts it. So I'm going Tango and Cash.
I'm smelling what you're cooking.
All right, Chad. We'll just keep with the Young Bucks. What do you got, Chad?
I am going to second that. Tango and Cash. Woo! I like Men in Black. Yeah, no, I like Men in Black. It's solid, but this is, I mean, as far as big action stars, they're paired together in the same flick. And yes, I'm going to bring it up because it's my job to bring up when there's an awesome car in a movie. And the RV from hell is in Tango and Cash. And when that thing showed up on the screen and started ripping everything up, I was in love. So yeah, that thing is badass. And yeah, it's got some great one-liners in it. It's, to this day, my friends and I will still refer to people with a really strong jaw. Remember that dude with the big jaw from Tango and Cash? We call somebody with a strong jaw Tango and Cash jaw. So we get FUBAR from that movie, or at least I did. I think that was probably a phrase prior too.
That's my jam.
But I learned FUBAR from that flick, and I was like, oh my God, that's amazing! I can't wait to say that to someone. So anyway, that's me.
All right, Troyer, what do you got? We got 2-0 right now.
A couple great stars, including Jack Palance, but it's a largely indecipherable plot and forgettable movie, in my opinion. Men in Black, I agree. They shouldn't have done more than Men in Black 1 or 2. I'm going with Sean on this one. MIB was good for 1 and 2. They were so good that they overcome the week 3 and 4. I'm going Men in Black. It's a remarkable picture, and I loved it.
All right, so it's really damn close on
and
mine right now.
Vincent D'Onofrio, doesn't he play the bug in the first movie? That was unbelievable. What a
Vincent D'Onofrio's performance with loose skin is off the charts. These two were really tight on my list, but I got to stick with what I went with. And remember Tango and Cash? It was important at the time. What do I rewatch? What do I quote more? It is absolutely Men in Black, and the first one is all I will watch. So besides the shout out to D'Onofrio, I'll give a shout out to a long time ago theater friend who is equally spectacular in a very small role, Siobhan Fallon, his wife on the farm.
Oh, yeah.
That's an awful lot of sugar. Yeah, Siobhan just completely killed that little role. And I'll throw in one of my favorite quotes from Men in Black, which is why it's so special to me. Right towards the end, when you think they're going to go silly again, they come back and tug at your heartstrings, and he looks right at the princess and says, "You're not sad because it's raining. It's raining because you're crying, baby." Yeah, she was the princess of that whole universe, and it was a nice twist on "You're not sad because of the rain. It's raining because you're sad." It's a great quote. Beautiful. Great
well
quote.
done, Frank.
Stepped right into that. When you delivered that line, I felt like that I was the only person on the planet.
Anthony, we're in overtime. What are we going to do?
I'm literally doing the count right now.
Our first overtime.
It's literally it's tied. Like I'm counting it up. It looks like we've got 3 or 4 for Tango and Cash. We've got 4. I think the next vote is going to have it. This one's going into ultimate overtime right now.
One more. All right.
The next vote, and Ken's ready with the little buzzer. Next vote either for Men in Black or Tango and Cash is going to be the winner. Somebody else.
Frank Lockwood is moist. Does that count as an alien?
Yeah. Frank says, "Oh God, Tango, please, Tango and Cash all day."
Wait, Michael Smith is a new one. It is. One is a new one in there, so that's it. Tango and Cash slides by.
Whoa, that was crazy.
Tight.
Listen, you guys mentioned Vincent D'Onofrio. He could have been a deciding factor. I think part of what was at play for me, and it sounds like probably Anthony as well, was a little bit of nostalgia creeping in. I will admit it, but Men in Black is a solid flick. That was a tough battle.
Yeah. All right. So we got that. We're going to the next one, which brings us to Bad Boys and 48 Hours. Bad Boys and 48 Hours. Kenny, we're going to let you get started on this one. I'll go ahead and put it in the box. Bad Boys first, 48 Hours. Kenny, take it away.
God, so those are literally next to each other on my chart. I have always been a proponent of Bad Boys being an incredible continuation of the genre of action, buddy, and cop. But because of when it came out and when I saw it and how many times I saw it and quoting the movie is an important thing to how great a movie is. So if that's it, 48 Hours has got my vote. We eat when we eat, Reggie. I mean, that's just how it goes.
So the early voting, by the way, is actually going towards 48 Hours. The first two, we've got 48 Hours. Which
it should have been higher than where it was on the seed, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Chad. Chad, you're up.
I will give you my vote, but first I'm going to give you a shout out to Mr. Will Smith. He's the only actor that appears twice on our top 8 list, if I counted correctly, which is pretty impressive. But speaking of Will Smith and Mr. Martin Lawrence, I'm going with the Bad Boys, baby. That's what's up. I mean, if these two films were equal, what would it come down to, Anthony?
Watchability.
Watchability. I thought you were talking about the fact that one had more than the rest. Sorry, I'm counting.
Watchability is correct. And badass cars.
Oh yeah, there you go. Sorry, my bad. Yeah. He's hard. Excellent. Troyer, what do you got?
All right, here's my problem with 48 Hours. It's technically not a buddy cop picture because Reggie is in jail.
Yes.
When he gets out. He's a former cop. But I guess it still counts.
Yeah, because he's doing cop things the whole time. So we do half the movies. He's a cop. He's acting.
Bad Boys, Michael Bay told Will Smith when he was running with the shirt and the explosion, he said, this scene is going to make you a movie star. And it did. But it's not enough to overcome 48 Hours, baby.
Yes, look at him back, Matt.
Wow.
So
Eddie
we've got
Murphy.
So hold on. So you chose 48 Hours?
I did, yes. 2-1.
So we actually have a little bit of a lead right now for 48 Hours on the side. We've got 1, 2, 3, 3-1. So keep voting on the side because you guys. Did Frank add a new one? No, Frank is.
He's gonna get grumpy if he doesn't get 48 Hours.
Yeah. All right.
By
so
the way,
voting.
Chicago. Vote early and often.
Yeah. Right. Vote early and vote often. We got another Bad Boys up there. So right now we're at 4-2.
Take all your IDs with you when you vote.
So here's the deal.
Bad Boys.
I watched the newest Bad Boys. Casey's throwing 48 Hours. I watched the newest Bad Boys last night, which I thought was going to be integral on how much I pushed for them in this category. Because, again, each movie could help or hurt. And fact is, the newest movie is just as fun and watchable and entertaining. And it has a curveball, so it is a little bit different than the rest of them.
Don't tell me la.
It's got a little bit more formula to it than I was expecting. I thought it was going to be all cheesy. I love the fact they played on their age and their how old they are. But it really doesn't matter, apparently, because 48's demolishing on the side. So in overtime, because I'm going Bad Boys without a question. They were number 1 or number 2.
Bad Boys gave us Brunette Taglioni, which was an incredible gift. I got to throw that out there.
That's true. Speaking of what KP thinks is gifts, I got a really quick throw up KP's picks of the week. Always my favorite. So right now, you know what? We'll go to the chart in a second. KP had some very interesting opinions that he wanted to make sure were included. Said, any more buddy cop movies you want me to add? And he said he's uniformed out for the night, feeling a little hot fuzzed over here. Last couple votes, Regular Guys, The Smoke Screen, which ironically I thought were the same thing in his world, Pride Behind the Badge, and Boys in Blue with Blue Balls.
There it is.
And then he had a picture of me with the cop outfit as an emoji. Super weird.
I did vote for Hot Fuzz, by the way. That was a dope flick, Hot Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz, which Hot Fuzz almost was included. There was another question. I can't remember what it was. Besides other guys, there was another one that was asking, Beverly Hills Cop, 3 buddies. But we all actually had Beverly Hills on near the bottom. I think it's one of those ones, in my opinion, that just it wasn't as it's not as watchable today as all these other movies that are older are now.
And I mean, he partnered up with the guys, but it was kind of a star film for Murphy. He was kind of more. I think of him as a singular part of that film, but you can argue that both ways. There's a lot that do that.
Yeah,
agree.
Word. All right, so let's go back up to the screen. Here's what we got. Ken, thanks for your input last night. As interesting as that sounds. Rush Hour versus Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Rush Hour versus Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I'm going to have you start it, Troyer, because I know you're a big Kiss Kiss Bang Bang fan, as am I.
I am, but I'll tell you, I'm struggling here. Part of this is franchise because Rush Hour had 2 and 3, and because what Chris Tucker had done with his career by then, he held out Rush Hour 2. He made $20 million for Rush Hour 2. Guess how much he made for Rush Hour 3? $25 million and 20% of gross. No one gets gross. They get net. He got gross. So he made about $60 million on the picture. They're hilarious, as Chad mentioned. I love the innovation of Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I love the pairing of those 2 cops. I am going to go with the series, though. 3 outnumbers 1. I'm going to go Rush Hour.
All right.
It's a tough one. It's a toughie.
It is tough.
It's tough. I made it easier last night, though, because I watched one of them.
Me too.
And couldn't have more respect for the work that Downey and Left My Mind Val have done in their careers, incredible careers. But here's my problem: having rewatched it, 2 incredible actors who were very good together in a good movie. But if I'm only calling it a good movie, it can't win an award. I go with Rush Hour.
It's 1-1. 1-1. We've actually got a relatively even split. We got a little bit more for Rush Hour on the side. I'll let Chad go last because this is his favorite movie on this list.
We'll just sign off on it.
But so Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, when I watched it, was one of those movies I watched and go, this is surprisingly probably in my top 20 best movies I had ever seen. Just the storyline of it, the way it pieced together, Robert Downey Jr., Val Kilmer before he was 300 pounds after that. And then what's funny is all these added weight after the movie, like Chris Tucker, when he made the $20 million, I believe ate it, because by the 25 million point, he literally looked like he was waterlogged from a pool. He was a big boy. He used to be the skinniest son of a biscuit on the planet.
Yeah, he was.
I watched him on Russell Simmons' Def Comedy Jam when he was a baby, and he was still funny as crap. Yeah, man. I watch the show all the time with some really strong comedians. So he was one of them.
Rush Hour 1 for me. That's a no-brainer. Even though Kiss Kiss Bang Bang was in my top movies in terms of buddy cop and the way that they played off each other, much the same as Rush Hour. The lines are perfect, which are not much the same as the last movie that lost, not Men in Black. What am I thinking of? Help me. What? Who just lost? Bad Boys. There's all these. Okay. Sweet mother brain. Okay, so that's what we got. We've got that. No, Chad, go ahead. We already know.
Chad, what are you picking?
Clean sweep, baby.
So I had to watch this flick because it was the only one of the top 8 that I hadn't seen before, which is crazy because it's been out for 15 years. But I did watch Kiss Kiss Bang Bang last night, and I'm a fan of both of those guys, as are the rest of you, I'm sure. It was very funny and surprisingly awesome. It is going to be on my top great movies list, but it's not going to beat Rush Hour, my friends. You've got humor. You've got martial arts. You've got the strong connection between the partners. That's why they made so many of them, because people just kept coming back for more. Woo! Come on.
Woo! That's good. All right, so that's simple. We got
first
that.
Clean sweep.
Yep. First round done. I did not mean to remove that. Bringing that up. Let's see what we got. There it is. All right. So we have the 1 seed still left and the 3 seed still left. Number 2 is out. We've got Lethal Weapon against Tango and Cash. We're going to go ahead and do this first matchup to determine who's going to the championship. So Lethal Weapon against Tango and Cash right now. And then we are going to give our next Venmo trivia away from hashtag Be The Change. So, all right, I'm going to drop this down. Lethal Weapon versus Tango and Cash. Start voting right meow.
I'll start this one off.
Do it.
Go ahead.
So we're going to come down to the supporting roles. Kenny and I love to play this game. A little guy by the name of Gary Busey. And that's what my dad calls him. He loves to mess with me. He loves to mess with me by mispronouncing actors' names on purpose. So even though he looks like he got hit with a Busey, it's pronounced Busey. So straight up Gary Busey in a pretty tough guy type of role. And that fight scene with Mel Gibson at the end, I mean, just plenty of action. It's number 1 on a lot of your lists for a damn fine reason. So I'm going with Lethal Weapon.
Yep. All right. Piece of cake. We'll keep the ball going right on to me. Lethal Weapon on this one. I love Tango Cash. I want to vote Tango and Cash, but it is a far superior film in many ways, shape, or form, all the way from humor. That one's, again, as I said earlier, I loved it because it was so damn cheesy and funny and perfect for that, but it was no Lethal Weapon, which has everything from cheesy to actual humor to better writing to great actors to across the board. So Lethal Weapon. 2-0.
Hey, bomb on a toilet. I'm going Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, right? Bomb on a toilet. Again, rewatch them both now. Tango and Cash, great film. Feels a little dated. It's missing things. Lethal Weapon is deeper, richer, goes farther into character work, goes farther into performers playing different levels of what they do well. Tango and Cash was them doing their star turn. Mel Gibson showed everything he has to offer in one film. I don't even need the sequels. It's Lethal Weapon.
I'm so glad that you brought up the sequels. Quick addition. Nobody did anything but add to the sequels because they added such a strong supporting cast with Rene Russo, with Joe Pesci. And then the martial arts aspect, they brought in Jet Li later in the franchise. I believe that was Lethal Weapon 4, if I'm not mistaken. So anytime you bring Jet Li in, yeah, you got me.
There we go. Is there another Lethal Weapon coming out? Lethal Weapon called Jack Kevorkian, putting them out of their misery because they're getting hurt?
Possibly. It's called the Ocho. Lethal Weapon
Ocho.
Someone passed me the nitroglycerin. Well played. All right, so we're going to be doing a single trivia question here. We'll be saving the final two for the end. We're going to be doing one here, and guess what? Oh, look at that! You got the light right there. That's fantastic. We are going to be having Mr. Troyer tell us our beer of the day if we can. So let's go ahead and do that first. It's time for getting drunk.
Beer of the day.
Yeah,
hey, because it's raining here in Portland, I needed a nice island lager, and because we're still in Coronication, you got to move away from the IPAs and the double IPAs at some point. So here you go. Longboard Island Lager from Kona Brewing is today's Island Beer of the Day. Enjoy.
That looks just absolutely delicious. So if anybody wants to know the beer experts, beer of the day, it's on the bottom of the screen right now. Please enjoy. It's delicious. Longboard Island Lager. I actually thought about buying that yesterday when I was at the store, and then I realized I don't like to drink alone, so I didn't buy any more. Yep.
I do.
I can talk to you. I should talk to you about that, Anthony. Yeah. We can get you past that.
We have a professional.
I think
have Ken Paul mix his own drinks on the show. Stanley Tucci just sent out something online, and it's getting so many views, and I think Ken Paul is even more entertaining than Stanley Tucci.
The Negroni.
Wow.
Tucci, yeah, he got thirsty, baby.
I feel like it looks as though Mama Russo has moved on from Ken Paul because she's checking out Maddie's hair right now.
Phyllis.
Delicious.
Oh, shit. She's texting me now, Anthony. Oh, that's embarrassing.
I want to run my hands through it just a little bit, just like this.
Phyllis, tell Phyllis I'll call her later.
Oh, sweet Mother Mary. Kelly doesn't like to drink alone either, so I guess we're just going to be sober since we're now separate. Mom just laughed because she's 30 seconds behind, so she just got the whole joke. Okay, good. I feel like a dude in his mom's basement all alone talking about drinking with three old men.
Why would that be?
She makes the meatloaf for you, baby. That's what you got a kimono on. You got the nunchucks. Come on now.
Meatloaf. God, that makes me realize that other guys probably should have been somehow bumped up in a sweet upset. All right, so here we got, ladies and gents, it's time for a trivia question. Chat, are you ready for our next trivia for a $5 Venmo? If you're watching this on a watch party, come on over and join us over on the Work From Home Network TV page because, well, this is how we can give out money. So it's got to be on this for me to see it. First person to answer correctly. Let's see if I got that. Okay. All right. Ready for you, Chad. Ready and action.
He thinks he's Rambo. Rambo is a pussy.
Scene. All right. One more time. Do it again.
He thinks he's Rambo. Rambo is a pussy.
That's
First
great.
person to comment. All right, let's see what we got.
Mariana has a question.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Mariana.
Does that mean Ken Paul's available? If Phyllis is moving on to me, yeah, KP's technically available.
KP is technically available.
And
you know, it's disappointing though. He's not good at returning phone calls and texts.
And Phil's heart's broken. Phil Wilcox's heart's broken. Phil and Phyllis would have been a nice pair.
Kai was just a hair behind. Unfortunately, she lost to Mr. Frank Lockwood.
Dr. Frank!
Kai, you were so close. You were right there.
She even abbreviated.
Yeah, she did. And that was a smart move on her part. Still was a hair behind. But unfortunately. All right, so we got that's the next one. So Frank, we got to work on getting you a Venmo, from what I understand. Welcome.
Yeah, dude, I tried to get it, and he's just playing games, baby.
Come on, Dr. Frank.
Are they baby games, Chad?
Baby games.
Baby game. Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and send him a check via snail mail.
Right?
Yes.
Do you think
Oh
we're
my
going to
God.
have a USPS after this, or is it going to be for sale?
We'll get a money order.
Money.
Yeah. FedEx will buy them out.
I'm gonna wire you $10. Pay a $38 fee. Okay. Whew. All right, we're going to our next one to find out who's going to the championship right now. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this bad boy up. Let's see what we got. All right, we've got Lethal Weapon moving on. So now we got 48 hours against Rush Hour. 48 hours against Rush Hour.
Bad
Rush
idea.
Hours.
Which one Chad's going to vote for? It's going to be a toughie.
This could be
All
a
right.
generational battle.
Yeah, it is. All right,
is.
so
Yeah.
48 hours versus Rush Hour. Vote now. All right, let's go ahead and have Troyer go first.
I'll make it simple and sweet. Nick Nolte, Eddie Murphy, especially since Beverly Hills Cop can't be on this list, I'm going 48 hours.
All right,
Oh, I
we've got
love
two.
Chad. Here's how we're going to do this. Let's compare, shall we? Let's compare. Even if you have Eddie Murphy on a comedic scale, 10. Chris Tucker, I put him in a 9. So a little bit of a win there. But if you're going Nick Nolte versus Jackie Chan, there's only about 1,000 points different there, my friend. Jackie Chan is in the house. Rush Hour. Boomba.
That's why you get your own square and your own opinion.
All right, so let's give everybody the update right now. We've got 1-1 voting. We've got Kai is upset because she's painting her nails right now, which is why she was a little bit behind, which is unfortunate for her. Let's see, we've got Rush Hour, 3 Rush Hours, 4 Rush Hours, 148. So right now, 48. So we got 4-2 right now. 4-2. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and go. I'll go.
Do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
So I didn't say this earlier, but I've actually never seen 48 Hours. So I have to go with Rush Hour.
So you give up your vote.
What?
No. It's still a vote. It's still a vote. So because we said in the other episodes, if we haven't seen it, that means it didn't have the appeal when I was going through movies to go, gosh, I would really want to watch this movie. So unfortunately,
Oh, that
marketing.
means you're a bad movie watcher. 48 hours.
Because here's the beauty of it. No matter as old as it is still in the top 10 of every list of buddy cop movies of all time, no matter how dated it is. It still ranks very, very high.
As much as I love Rush Hour, shame on you, sir.
All right. Maybe I'll add it to my list. But fact is, I'm going to go Rush Hour on this one.
Well, give us
So,
your
All right.
vote then.
Wait, what is it? 2-1.
Did you vote?
I voted Rush Hour.
Got it. Okay. So, and now I'll give the informed opinion on the two movies. 48 hours. Especially if you want to go actor to actor, you just pulled the rug up for yourself.
Yeah,
Jackie
I
Chan versus
get that.
Nick Nolte, as far as an actor that can ground and hold it down and drop quotes.
Oh, no. He's
Done.
a solid
48
actor.
hours.
I'll give him that he's a better actor,
Hours
but we're
is-
talking about overall entertainment value, my friend. Overall watchability. I'm sorry, but you have a comedic martial arts expert. Step off, Nick Nolte. Step all the way off.
If martial arts mattered to everybody, I agree with you. And since your sound is garbage today on the show, my 48 hours is a clearer message.
2-2.
It's a lot of overtime. So I'm blaming Mama Russo. She had never seen 48 Hours. I think that came out right around when she was raising a child by herself as a strong single parent mother that somehow did not share this movie with me. So I feel like that's why we're missing it.
I didn't see Kiss Kiss Bang Bang till just last night, dude. But maybe you should have watched it last night.
This
Hashtag
whole
Kiss
Well, I wanted
motherhood card.
I pulled it. I watched Bad Boys so that I could be informed if I thought it was the best, which I ended up probably moving into that position
You
for
mean
today.
you
But guess
watched
what?
it for
It
the-
doesn't matter.
You watched it for the 8th time last
What
So
did
night.
the
the new
audience
Bad
say?
Boys.
We're in overtime.
The new Bad we're already it's quite a bit Rush Hour. Rush Hour wins.
Rush Hour. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No, and I'm not counting Aaron Small's 13 picks. We got
He counted
48.
one.
One,
He got one.
2,
Good
3.
movies.
Okay, so I got 2-2 to start, just to double check. 3, 4. Ooh, wait a second.
Yeah,
There's a
wait
couple
minute.
people that. Oh wait, it's not. I'm
Frank.
hold on. I'm incorrect because there was a couple duplicates. Right now, it is actually 4-4 because I counted Aaron twice Rush Hour.
Maddie, who did you vote for? Did it go to the audience?
Yeah,
We're at the audience right now.
This is
Okay,
silly.
so the next, because Mariana actually tied it up with 48 hours. So as much as I thought it was a piece of cake, I need one more vote. I need one more. And no, Aaron, you cannot say it again.
Somebody who hasn't voted.
Somebody who has not voted.
Somebody from my generation who actually has a computer, please.
Annette for the win with Rush Hour.
Annette, yep, she snuck it in. Yep. All right, Rush Hour. Rush Hour it is. And then Sean also piled on. So for the win, it is go. You're about to smack Matt in the face, and he's not paying attention.
Matt, this isn't one ding. This is a very gentle single ding, please.
Oh, that's great.
Not a white.
All right. Oh my God, Aaron for the win on the joke.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's good.
That goes all the way back to when I was campaigning in the 90s in Florida. That is a great state for fucking up votes.
All right, then here's what we got. We've got a championship match between Lethal Weapon in 48 hours, which means it's time for Venmo trivia from hashtag Be the Change Show. Get ready to start voting. Don't put it in yet because we got to actually have our trivia question first.
Hey, Anthony, read it again. What's it between?
Oh, you're an asshole. Lethal Weapon. I read what's on the board. Go
Between Biscuits and Gravy and Back to the Future.
And go fuck yourself, Sandy.
There you go. Mama Ruth said you got to get that ringer thing tighter. She hears that from dudes a lot too.
Oh,
all right.
White people don't make mom jokes. Yeah, unsubscribe.
I think I have to leave. I don't think I can continue around for the rest of the program.
I'm waiting for her to hear that in the other room. Wait for it. 3, 2, 1. Anthony! Okay. All right.
It's Prince Spaghetti Day!
Spaghetti. Spaghetti's ready. All right. So before we have our championship match, Chad, you are on. You're helping us with all the. Oh, I just heard. I heard it. All right, Chad, you ready for the next quote? And then again, this is how this works. First person to put it in the comment box. Kai, stop painting your nails. Get ready. It's time for our fourth Venmo trivia question. Ready and go, Chad.
God hates me. That's what it is. Hate him back. Works for me. Hashtag God hates me. That's what it is. Hate him back. Works for me.
All right. That is the quote. The picture should help quite a bit.
Mullet.
This is not correct, but it is funny.
Hey, Frank. Just when I started liking Frank.
Sean, can I get a bell?
Oh.
Even was he even more specific? Was it Lethal Weapon 3? I was counting any Lethal Weapon, but I think was it 3 or was it?
Don't remember.
His hair says it's the first one, based off of what I'm showing here. His hair says the first one.
I think it's the first one too.
It might, you know what I mean? I can do more research if it's required.
It's very.
That's
got to go with correct.
No, it's correct because he was just covering his bases. He could have done Lethal Weapon 1, Lethal Weapon 2, Lethal Weapon 3. Just making sure he had it right. I like it. Phil thinks it's part 6, which he'll actually be starring in as the crazy non-buddy cop. He'll be the cricket cop. Yeah, dead guy in the
He's not going to be the bellman. It seems like he could play the part of the bellman really well.
He's done that before.
Oh, that's good. All right, Sean, I don't know. I think you've won way early in the back. If not, just go ahead and put your Venmo below if you can hook a brother up with that. Michael Smith, so I need Bill Lavassier.
Wow, he's classing you up, Bill. That's
I need Bill and Sean. Just make sure, be careful for me and put your Venmo below. And I need Frank to enter 2020 and be the doctor and get Venmo. Okay. All right. Hey, we found a movie that KP's going to star in for the Lethal Weapon series, Lethal Weapon 7, the soft food edition.
Well done, Frank. Well done, Frank. Lovely.
Well played. Okay. All right. So we're going to be doing our finals. Let's see. Is it an easy one or not? Let me pull it up real quick.
Oh,
I'm trying to think.
So tough.
It's going to go back and forth. All right. So let's go ahead and have our first two votes for this final. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the screen below. Everybody start your engines, start your voting. We need you guys to tell us for the championship of best buddy cop of all time, Lethal Weapon versus Rush Hour.
These are the two that deserve to be in the finals if you want to know the damn truth. And I think you guys probably know my vote. I've been sticking with the same horse the whole time. Rush Hour for yours truly.
There's a vote.
Yep. All right. We started getting votes. And I'm going to answer Sean real quick. That was the thing. We've changed it, Sean, since the last time you won. So the way this works is there is no donating it back because it's all about paying it forward. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the $5. You're going to like it, damn it. And you're going to find something to do with it. So if you want to give that $5 to a frontline worker, whatever it is, walk by,
just beach in South Carolina, hug somebody and give it to them.
Can we change the hashtag to be the change and like it, damn it?
Hashtag be the change and like it, damn it.
BGCALD. That's what it is. BGCALD.
Exactly. All right. So just so I'm keeping track of some votes, we've got 3 lethal weapons. We've got, I want to start it and get it right this time. 3 lethal weapons. We got 3 lethal weapons. We've got 1 rush hour. So 3-1 right now. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and start with Chadwick. Chad, get started.
I already said it, but I'll say it again. Rush Hour.
All right.
Did he forget about all that? Just like
He did forget. Yeah, he's having.
Who did I forget about? What?
He already did that. Anyway,
You're
1-0.
You don't need to hear.
My bad. Pretend like I never said it. Okay. All right. We're gonna go to KP next. Yes, Sean. We're doing the whole series.
Lethal Weapon. Okay, LW. 1-1.
1-1. All right. I think I got a feeling I know where Troyer's going. There's a lot of lethal weapons. Casey Kilmer's got lethal weapon. Kelly wants people to come to the beaches in South Carolina.
Dummies. You're dummies.
W. That's an LW right there, baby. LW. 2-1.
So we've got 2-1 between the two. And the series, there's a whole series issue on this one. There's a lot of people voting on the outside. So I
Anthony,
can either make it a tie. What?
Have you seen either of these?
I actually I don't know. I've only seen the 3rd and the 4th one. I've never seen the 1st. I'm kidding. I've seen all of these. I have seen every single one of these movies. All right. So before we claim a winner, should we do another trivia? No, we're going to save it for the end because this one seems to be a little bit easier than we thought. The winner is going to be Lethal Weapon. Lethal Weapon wins 3-1. The crowd is also picking Lethal Weapon. Oh, I thought I saw it outside of my eye. I thought Kenny was dabbing. I saw him do this, but he was actually pointing like that.
I thought you were just sneezing and being conscious about other people. Actually, you're by yourself, so it doesn't matter.
Achoo! I can sneeze all over this mother. I'm all by myself.
All over this mother.
I sneeze like this.
Wow, that was a lot of movement right there. That was good.
It's my exercise.
All right, so here's the deal, ladies and gents. The top movie, the winner, and don't go anywhere just yet because we got one more trivia question. And Sean, I see you put your damn Venmo in there. Okay, here it is. It is Lethal Weapon is winning our buddy cop film Biscuits and Gravy championship. Lethal Weapon 1 through 37. Fantastic. If you guys want to write that down, put it on a piece of paper, throw it up in the air as a celebration because you're home alone and there's really nothing better to do and I'm just making up stuff for you to do. That's the way it works. So yeah, actually, let's show the whole thing. We went from those top 8, Lethal Weapon, Last Boy Scout, Men in Black, Tango and Cash, Bad Boys, 48 Hours, Rush Hour, Kiss Kiss, Bang Bang, all the way to our winner, Lethal Weapon.
Like it.
From the get-go.
Yes. Oh, are you showing your list?
Yeah, it was 1 all the time. Number 1 all the time.
Super weird because that's not the same list we got. Remember, I thought there was.
I have a weird interweb.
The interwebs. Okay, with that said, we know who our winner is. We are going to do one more Venmo trivia question. Here's the deal. Before we do that, Chad's getting ready. He's getting his voice warmed up. I'm going to put that on the old bottom.
Not really. We can bring in Jay Farrow for this one because he does an amazing impression, but I'll give him my best.
Yeah, just don't do it yet. We're saving the big finish for the end. So for Friday, we are going to be bumping the show back. I will put an hour or time. We are not sure exactly when. Got to chat with the boys. We are going to be turning Friday night, which is the college movie edition. This was a sneak attack. We are doing the college movie edition for this one, and we are turning it into a drinking game. Yes. Oh wait, where'd the Chad being a bottom go?
Huh.
That's great. That's
Wow.
Wait, look at
What
the
are we
movie
changing
Michael's gonna
exactly?
write. Look at the movie Michael Smith's gonna write. Mariana and Michael, cop movie love story, and then go to the next one below that. She does yoga by day, busts skulls by night.
I smell a romance. I smell
watch that movie. In
I
slow
smell a
motion.
sequel in 20 years with a baby. Well, it'll be a son or daughter at the time. Whatever. All right. So we are going to be doing college movies. So we're going to give you the time. I'm going to post nice and early. I'll even post it on the bottom of the people that have commented here what time we're doing. But it is going to be a drinking game. So make sure you have your drinks with you. Mr. Troyer, who is our resident beer expert, is also going to be the drink master. If any of us say something stupid, we have to drink. You have to drink. What else? And if
Are we all beering and we don't go buy some garbage beer for that episode? Is that the game?
I don't think you want to drink martinis all night.
Well, you could do sips. It's just you don't have to chug. We're not playing the chug.
To drink martinis all night. Have you met me?
Go ahead and pick your trashy beer. Pick your trashy beer, boys. Maddie, what do you drink if you want to drink trashy beer?
Oh, I'm gonna get Milwaukee's Best Light.
Ooh, that's trashy.
The beast.
Yeah, that's pretty trashy.
Unless I can find Schlitz.
Ooh, I'm gonna go with Coors Light, the straight up silver bullet.
Ken's like, I'm just gonna drink my urine.
Wow.
Light.
Well, it's a martini.
That has a higher alcohol content than most of the beers we'll be drinking.
That's a true story. Oh yeah, we got some people popping in their movie choices on the side. Love it. We're gonna have that ready for Friday night. Again, we don't know the time yet, but be ready. Bring your beer. Bring your drinks. If you are drinking, please drink responsibly. Don't drive. Well, you can't drive anyway, so
Nowhere to go.
Don't try.
we're all stuck at home.
That's
All right, so that's going to be the game, and what that means is we've got one final trivia question. So get ready. $5 Venmo. Sean, give me your Venmo. I'm going to keep reminding you. All right, from this point forward, the first person to answer who puts it in the box below is our final winner of the day here in our Buddy Cop edition. Chad, you are on.
You know the difference between you and me? I make this look good.
There it is.
Can you turn your lighting a little lower? No.
No. I can make it go away. Whoop, there you go. You ready? See, look at that. Ta-da.
I get it, Anthony. That's
Yeah,
terrible.
Because you saw it in the glasses, probably,
No.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
No, he was
Oh, you're close.
speaking to the actor.
We're not gonna. There to
you
Kai.
were playing.
Kai wins it. Frank. Oh wait, no, Sean did. Sean was up there, but you know what? Sean already said he was donating one. I'm gonna make sure he gives me one. Frank did min instead of Men in Black. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna give it to Kai because Kai was in second place twice. Sean got one, and I feel like he's gonna be hard to track down. Kai,
Frank's been drinking.
yeah. Kai, you got this. All right, let's see, Kai. I have your Venmo already. You have one once or twice before. Congratulations, everybody else. Yes. You want to hit it?
Can we sign off with honorable mention cop movies?
Yeah, go. Yeah, we didn't even talk about where. Yeah, what's your honorable mentions? And we already kind of said what we've been watching. What's your honorable mentions?
Honorable mention: super fun and a love letter to Chicago and Billy Crystal. Running Scared with Gregory Hines. Tons of fun. Drama, 80s movie video, over the top drama. To Live and Die in L.A.
Also a good one. Very good. Yeah. Very good point.
I'd like to give a shout out to the ladies. The Heat, Melissa McCarthy, Sandra Bullock. Makes me think of another borderline buddy cop movie that doesn't quite fit into the criteria with Melissa McCarthy in Spy, because kind of Jason Statham was her partner a little bit in that. So I don't know if it was enough to kind of push it into the category, but Spy is one of those movies that when it comes on, I absolutely have to watch it because of Melissa McCarthy, one of the greatest comedic talents we have out there today.
Truth. All right.
I like it.
What do you got, Troyer?
Well, one of the, we kind of kept this to comedies, so I know this one should have made the list, but I guess you guys didn't think it was as funny as I did. I thought Seven was hilarious. It's a feel-good movie. You don't know what's in the box, which makes it a surprise movie too. So for comedic surprise and the feel-good hit of the year, I hoped Seven would have made the list, but watch it. You'll love it.
Yeah.
So
Anthony
movies.
knows what's in the box.
What's in the box? So to give you guys an idea what was left out, I'll do the order of where they came in the seating. 21 Jump Street was 9. Next was Hot Fuzz. French Connection was next. Other guys, The Heat, Turner and Hooch, which I'm still shocked that you guys didn't love. Starsky and Hutch, To Live and Die in L.A., and Beverly Hills Cop rounds it out. There was one rock vote, but I think we were all confused whether or not that counted or not. So that's it.
Yeah.
All right.
Like,
There's
as in
a-
Dwayne Johnson?
No,
Not
not
the movie,
that right.
goofball.
Hey, the sound
What?
effect of a police car. That's pretty cool, Anthony.
Welcome to Chicago. Now that's Chicago.
Somebody is out of their house illegally. They're breaking quarantine. And with that said, we'll see you guys on our next episode at some time to be determined. Please check the box and bring your beers. This has been Biscuits and Gravy, Talk Movies and Other Stuff. Take it easy, y'all.
Oh,
Have a great
yeah.
rest of your week. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Oh, there's the dog, the hooch dog.
There's
This
no
show's
other.
been brought to you.
I can't obligato over you because there's no other instruments in that song.
Oh, sorry.
Obligato is an excellent word.
It is.
Medulla oblongata.
No, that's different.